aluminum alloys fractured for automotive application. This is the outline of the presentation, a very quick introduction, the methods and the numerical correlation on specimens, results, the application, and the conclusion of the works. A very quick presentation. This work has been carried out in collaboration with Ferrari through Numerical Lab. Numerical Lab was born in collaboration with between Ferrari SPA and our University of Modena and Reggio Emilia. The mission of this lab is to prepare a master and PhD student on the structural mechanical matters and to design an innovative automotive chassis in view of weight reduction and the fulfillment of a given set of structural performance constraints according with Ferrari internal regulations. These are the steps of the employed methodology: experimental test on the material, the correlation between the experimental results and the fair prediction, finite element analysis prediction, validation of the tuned material card on the sub-assembly or on the full vehicle. The specimens are directly extracted from the components involved during a crash test. It is possible to see, for example, the seal, maybe the most important component in the space frame chassis. And in this way, it is possible to characterize the material considering all the process effects. Since the side pull crash is the test case of this activity, the specimens were cut from the extruded part involved during this impact. This is the most important component of this impact. Tensile and shear sample were extracted from the actual component using as much as possible to available thin walls. For this reason, the total number of specimens is limited. Some components are not space enough to cut a lot of sample. However, all the process effects are taken into account. The sample shape follows the STM standards. In particular, for the tensile test at 0, 45, and 90 degrees, specimens are cut from extruded part in order to study the autotropic effect of extrusion process. 0 is the direction of extrusion. The same sample are then modeled with the finite element codes, radios, trying to simulate the boundary condition of the experimental test. The mesh size is used is equal to 0.2 millimeters in order to simulate as best as possible the stress-strain condition and the rupture thermometer. Taking as a reference the experimental test of the tensile 0 sample, for example, a true stress and true strain curve is evaluated. Up to the necking point, we can use the classical relations to determine the true stress and true strain from the engineering counterpart, taking into account the section variation. After the necking point, the stress state is not uniaxial anymore. We need a trial and error approaches to define the final trend of the curve. We define two limits, a null slope, lower bound, and a slope at the necking, upper bound. We define a trial curve inside this area and we run the calculation. Comparing the force displacement curve from finite element simulation with its experimental counterpart, we can update or validate the numerical parameter describing the post-necking curve. The more the available points defining the post-necking phase, the better is the expected correlation level. In our case, we use only 2 points beyond the necking, or equivalent to second values for the post-necking slope, in order to simplify this phase. Using 2 points only, we expect a rough approximation of the post-necking force displacement curve. However, a more precise result would also require more specimens due to unavoidable experimental scattering. The true stress strain curve curve is inserted within the radius material card, the heel tabulator 43. Law defines an equivalent strand using 4 orthotropic parameters A1, A2, A3, and A12. By tuning the length for parameters R00, R45, R90, it is possible to derive a set of feasible A constant which suitably predict the 0, 45, and 90 tensile test. These constants affect the equivalent stress value for 3 uniaxial numerical test cases, which results have to be concurrently correlated. Since the Hill's yield law is based on the stress strain only, it's not possible to directly define the orthotropy in terms of strain. By supplying a suitable material card per set in terms of the length for parameters, along with the stress strain curve of the 0 degree specimen test, it's possible to reproduce the multi-axial and resulting material behavior. Furthermore, by adding a failure model, all restrained elements are progressively degraded and removed from the mesh. That induces a stress distribution and the neighboring elements which drives the numerical crash propagation. It worth to be noted that a no-failure model was implemented in the material card formerly used in routine simulation to the latter reliable experimental model. In this slide we present some results. The material card fitting has been performed based on the 3, 0, 45, 90 degrees uniaxial test, and an STM shear test has been used as a benchmark. We fitted the reference sample 0 degrees, finding good approximation, so 45 and 90 in shear cases. Since the full vehicle model with coarse mesh, it's necessary to tune the material card in order to get the same results for different mesh sizes. An empirical mesh scaling function is defined. This function describes the trend of a scale function versus the mesh scale. The scale factor directly affects the fractal locus function. The curve is tuned in order to obtain from Fay analysis the same displacement at load drop out of the experimental curve. With this method, it's possible to use the same material card in the sub-assembly models or in full vehicle models on mesh level. This slide presents the chassis behavior during a lateral pole impact test. The 48-8 GTD vehicle has been used as a reference structure. Those materials are shown for the most relevant components. The preliminary results are shown for the full vehicle crash simulation, where the legacy material card is compared with a new material card obtained for the current stage of specimen correlation activity. The graph reports the pool relative velocity and intrusion profile versus time. Some improvements has been obtained with respect to the simulation budget on the legacy material card. However, tests are ongoing in order to reduce the experimental scatter, influence, and increase the correlation to the set. Conclusion: we define a methodology to predict the aluminium failure in automotive crash application. Uniaxial tensile test and shear test has been performed in order to determine the equivalent strain to failure due to the limited dimension of the chassis components. Using a Bauer-Peak equation, it's been possible to derive the wall fractal locus from the tensile shear test, and a good correlation between the experimental campaign and numerical simulation has been obtained. In this case, we don't use the specimen extraction testing is ongoing in order to put an improvement to fair ability. For example, we didn't consider for example, the strain rate